Here we go, everybody. Get ready. I don't know about you, but we wait all year for this because once a year I stock up on Andrew's Omega-3. If you are looking to try it or to stock up, I have to say this is only the second time ever that we have offered an 800 cap supply. I'm going to show you the pricing breakdown right away because you're going to be blown away. This is the best value ever on Andrew's Maximum Omega-3. So let's show you. We have a 30 cap, a 30 count, a 100, a 200, a 400, or an 800. Would you look at the value here. You get 800 capsules if you're quick. $149.90. You do need to place those orders today. It's a one-day only offer. $149.90, you're saving $170. Normally, if you, for example, a 400 cap supply at HSN costs $169.90. A 400 cap costs $20 more than you are getting today.
Oh, wow.
For, I know.
I didn't notice that.
For an 800 cap. So you're getting double.
Is that a mistake?
I don't know. I know. I'm looking at this like, what happened? But this is good. So again, you get to double for $20. For $20.
No, I think that's so.
I said I think this might be the biggest, best value ever.
I think so. The today special price on the 800 is like the special visit price on the 400.
Exactly.
That's,
Oop.
Oh, that's good, I suppose.
He's almost speechless.
No,
this has never happened. That's a first in 19 years.
Well, those things get decided by way of a spreadsheet months ago, so hopefully that was a good spreadsheet. That there wasn't, you know, on a spreadsheet you have formulas, that hopefully the formula wasn't wrong on the spreadsheet.
You know what's really funny about that? I saw the card earlier, and I was like...
I didn't know that.
Well, I didn't want to really call it to your attention.
Thanks very
so
much.
I thought, oh, everybody changed their mind on this. It's so good. I couldn't believe how low that... I thought that seemed slightly low.
Well, that's fantastic. I mean...
$149 seemed a little low.
What that also is less than 20 cents a capsule. And what we've done also, which is amazing, that our 500 milligrams per capsule, and by the way, the reason why we're at 500 milligrams, and the reason why my original formula couldn't be 500 milligrams, and we couldn't do it was because we couldn't get 500 milligrams into a small capsule. I refuse to make large capsules. I will not. So the most we can get into a small capsule originally was about 300 milligrams. Then we got a little better. It got to about 360, 380, and then we eventually got to 500. This was about 5 years ago in a single capsule. Today, that 500 milligram capsule, and it was a small capsule, we just made it even smaller. It shrunk by about 15%.
Jeez.
So it's always been a small, easy to swallow capsule. Now, we have an even smaller capsule with our Essential Omega-3. This is our Maximum Essential Omega-3. Same formula, that's lower potency. Now, this capsule is about the same size as the lower potency capsule. So it's amazing that we've been able to continue to improve this product. It's amazing that for a product with this quality of fish oil, environmentally harvested, free of heavy metals, free of contaminants, it's everything we do to make this product is to make it a brilliant, wonderful experience. Fish oils have for decades been the easiest product to hate. They're fish oil, they're fishy, they repeat, they upset your stomach. I could give you a long list of reasons why technically they should be unpleasant. But we've managed to take that natural fish oil, and we found another gift of Mother Nature. Natural, the special, unique orange extract that we add to our fish oil neutralizes, eliminates, there's no fishy aftertaste, there's no upset stomach, there's no repeat, there's no burping, there's nothing. And it truly is remarkable that a fish oil product, I think if you totaled up the reviews, 4- and 5-star reviews are almost 95%.
Oh, yeah.
It's just incredible when you look at this.
There's 2,200 reviews. Of that, almost 2,000 are perfect 5.
If you look at the numbers right there, you're talking about, what would that be? 2,149, 2,149. So 2,149 out of 2,296. So all but 150 reviews are 4- and 5-star reviews.
And that's for a fish oil product.
So well over 80% are 5-star reviews. Over 90% are 4- and 5-star reviews. And that's for a fish oil product. So Again, if I'm proud of what we've accomplished with this product, I think you'll be absolutely thrilled what you get at home. You'll be ecstatic that you've finally found a fish oil product that gives you probably 50% more fish oil per product, or not 50% more omega-3 per capsule, because the typical fish oil product is a huge 1,200 plus milligram capsule that contains about 300 milligrams or so of omega-3s. That's the key. How much omega-3 is in there, not how much fish oil is in there. We use more concentrated, higher quality fish oil. We use natural fish oil rather than processed ethyl esters. As a result, our small capsule delivers 500. Their huge capsule delivers 300 and change. So we give you more. It's a smaller capsule. It's easier to swallow. It won't upset your stomach. There's no fishy aftertaste. It's environmentally harvested because you don't want your fish oil to be damaging our oceans. And the way they, as popular as fish oils are now, if they're not environmentally harvested, they are damaging our oceans. You don't have to worry about heavy metals. You don't have to worry about contaminants because of the distillation process we use to extract the fish oil. It is the perfect fish oil product. And when you think about the health of your brain, your eyes, your heart, you can't do that without thinking about having a diet rich in fish oil and omega-3s. And if you're not eating fish on a daily basis, you need to be supplementing.
Okay, so just for the record, a huge chunk of the almost 3,000 ordered is the big one, which is not a surprise, because we usually sell 200 capsules for $100. For $50 more today, you're getting 800 capsules. You're getting 4 times the amount of capsules for only $50 more. 400 capsules is usually $169. I actually thought our today's special price was going to be $179, which would have been amazing. That's what I thought. So I thought that, like 170, 179 would be the today's special price. But what happened is
even then,
it popped in here at 149.
Well, even then, that's still only a little bit more than the 400 price.
So that's why we're excited. I would, if you want the large one, because at our house, 2 people we share, so we get the big one because then that's going to last us. So if you want that large one, I would invite you to make your way to a phone, do a flex payment. It's on 5 flex pays, by the way. The big one, it's under $30 to get it home on flex pay. Actually, all 3 of the largest ones are under $30 on flex pay to get them home. So, and then if you have an HSN credit card, it's under $25 to get it home because you get an extra flex payment with that.
And if you're taking the proper way to use this product, if you follow the recommendations of most government organizations, American Heart Association, things like that, 500 milligrams per day omega-3s. That's why it's not an accident that I was chasing after that 500 milligram number for years. Couldn't achieve it because I couldn't make the capsule small enough where you would enjoy it. So we were always around the 300s until, as I said, about 5 years or so. We managed because we were able to get higher and higher quality concentrated fish oils. Again, we won't use the ethyl esters. We only use the natural fish oils, the natural triglyceride form. So we achieved that 500 milligram level. The capsule was small a few months ago. It's even smaller today,
so great.
which was exciting. We were able to achieve that for this today's special. But it will be easy to swallow. It will not upset your stomach. It gives you the experience you want from omega-3s. And I guess most people don't even realize that our brain is basically a fatty structure. Basically a fatty structure, which surprises people, that if someone says you're a fathead, you should say, thank you, I am. We all are. Our brain is made of adipose tissue. Our brain is principally made of fat, phospholipids. But guess what the #1 fat in the brain is? To the extent of 95% of the fat in the brain is DHA. DHA is the #2 omega-3 in the products in stores. DHA is the #1 omega-3 in my products because it's more expensive. They tend to give you the EPA at higher levels. So we focus on the most important fraction of the omega-3. We give you the EPA as well, but we focus on the DHA. We make sure you get the DHA because the highest concentration of DHA in your body is found, of course, 95% in the brain, but even higher concentration, the retina, and the macular region of the retina, which if you want to go to pubmed.gov, pubmed.gov, that website, just type in omega-3s and eyes, or omega-3 and macula, or omega-3 and retina. You'll get fascinating research popping up that talks about the role of DHA, or type in DHA and eye, or DHA and retina. So there's just so much exciting research and science that talks about the role these ingredients play. It wouldn't be hard to figure this out on your own. When you realize the highest concentration of DHA in the human body is in the macula of the retina, in the retina itself, it's no wonder it plays a critical structural role. It's like saying, gosh, I wonder if calcium is important to our bones. It's the highest levels we find in our body. I guess it's important there. Omega-3s in our brain. DHA is 95% of the fatty structure of our brain, which our brain is 60% fat. So it's no surprise that DHA plays a critical role in the way our brain functions. As we age, our ability to think, concentrate, our ability to maintain balanced mood is something that is observed in research on omega-3s to be positively affected by an omega-3 rich diet, negatively affected by an omega-3 depleted diet. And that's the American diet, is an omega-3 deficient diet, sadly.
Okay, just a little update over here. The largest choice is outselling the others 4-to-1. Now, and I always get to launch today's specials with Andrew, and then I always get to finish the day. I don't know what's going to happen to that big one. If you want the large, big 800 cap, it is flying out the door. So I would invite everybody, if that's what you have your eye on here, spend your flex payment of under $30 on your credit card, free shipping and handling. We will send you 800 caps. You can do 400, 200, 130, whatever you'd like. But really, this is, you're getting, again, we normally sell 400 for $169.90. For $20 less, you're getting double the capsules. For $20 less, you're getting double the capsules. So that's why we are all super excited tonight. You know, it's interesting. We've been talking about omega-3 with Andrew for many years. Years ago, when we started talking about it, it focused a lot on heart health. And we all, I think a lot of us know that omega-3 is very important for heart health. However, now as you hear Andrew speaking about the research that's coming out, the brain health, for the health of our eyes. There's so many more benefits than we ever even were able to talk about before. And that's why it's essential that we take this.
The radiance of our skin, the luster of our hair. It's the role of having healthy fats in our diet. There's a chart here which I just find fascinating. The omega-6 fats are something that we go overboard in this country. If you look at other diets, the healthier diets in the world, they are higher in omega-3. So this is the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3. In Greece, the traditional diet, we know about the Mediterranean diet, which Greece is sort of a Mediterranean country, of course. So they're getting only one or two times the amount of omega-3s in terms of omega-6s. In Japan, it's about 4 times as much. Sweden, about almost 5 times as much. India, 5-6 times as much. UK and Northern Europe, about 15 times more omega-6 than omega-3. And this is where we want to be, up there.
Right.
Unfortunately, United States, we're at the top. We consume 17 times more omega-6 and omega-3s. We don't eat cold water fish. And we're eating all of these foods that have an abundance of the oils in it that we want to have a more moderate intake, the wrong fats.
Got it.
So it's important that we rebalance, and especially when you consider that, again, the highest concentration of DHA in the body, the most important omega-3, is in the retina macular region of our eye. We hear a lot of talk about the health of that region of our eye. Our diet does not support the health of that region of our eye, so it's no wonder we struggle. Again, our brain. We go through a lifetime in this country getting inadequate levels of omega-3. When you look at a population in Japan that has an abundance of omega-3s in their diet, they have better brain health than we do. They have better cardiovascular health than we do. It's not genetics. It's the way we eat, and unfortunately, the way we eat. My whole life, I was raised as a kid, maybe if we had fish on Friday, that was about it.
Same here.
And it was usually fish sticks or something like that.
Fish and chips.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be the healthy cold water fish. So traditionally, the way we eat in America is not a way that supports the health of our brain, the health of our eyes, the health of our heart. And we know this. The #1 cause of death in this country, heart disease. We know how our brains age in this country, and it's not well. So we need to think more carefully about what we do, what we eat, what we consume, if we want to live well into our later years. We can't just rely on this drug or that drug as we get older, because ultimately it's in our hands. Our wellness is in our hands. Our opportunity to avoid illness is in our hands. And a lifetime of providing the proper fats, the proper omega-3s, if this does nothing else, even if you don't get this product, but has you eating some salmon or cold water fish on a daily basis, and what I often say, the importance of omega-3s are so great that I just sort of ignore for many people when they're worried about farm-raised or wild. Certainly, the wild salmon is much better, but unfortunately, it's hard for most of us to get in this country, and it's hard to really know also. So the most important thing is that we get this critical essential nutrient, because this is not something that's a drug or medicine. This is a vital essential nutrient, omega-3 fatty acids. Our body cannot make them. If we don't get them, we don't have them. If we don't have them, there are consequences, and the consequences are the compromises we see in our health in this country.
That's it. Use express ordering, please. That's the quickest way to get in. You know what I think is interesting is you hear Andrew talking about, you know, we as Americans don't consume enough fish, and that is just a fact, unfortunately. But one of the things that I think is interesting is that and I want to have Andrew talk to this, the quality of the omega-3 he uses and the actual quality of the fish that provide the omega-3 used in this product. This is safe. You don't worry about mercury. You don't worry about any of the other things you worry about with eating different fish products. This is, I love how very regulated this is, so that you are getting, this is a very safe product to take.
Ours is very regulated.
Yes.
We are, you know, we devote huge amounts of resources to QA. We also, before we even will get our omega-3s that we put in this product, we require that they be third-party, independently certified as being environmentally harvested. So not only do we test them for purity and making sure they have no contaminants and making sure there's no lead and things, and we test that in-house, so we don't have to trust anybody else. We trust them, but we validate everything. But we also make sure they're third-party, independently certified, that they're being kind to our planet. So why should we be unkind to our oceans when we're doing something good for us? So we do all of these things, and we do them correctly. When you look at the omega-3s in stores, even though it says fish oil on them, interestingly enough, it's not natural. It's typically an ethyl ester. An ethyl ester is a form of fish oil that's more poorly absorbed, actually is going to taste fishier, and when you absorb what little you absorb and your body uses, it liberates alcohol, ethanol, in your body. Trace amounts, but still, why not use the natural triglyceride form of an omega-3? And a lot of us, that natural triglyceride form is important because many of us take omega-3 fatty acids to help us balance our own triglyceride levels. That's why you want that natural triglyceride form. It's much better absorbed. It's Mother Nature's form. Plus, in fish, typically DHA is the higher level. In the synthetic ethyl esters, EPA is the higher level. We emulate Mother Nature. We copy Mother Nature. So our product delivers more of the DHA because DHA is the form that you want. I have research quotes here that talk about the aging brain, the aging eye, that are just so exciting and fascinating. And the sad part about these research quotes, the sad part about the science, the good part about it is if you're eating fish, the good part is that if you're enjoying the benefits of omega-3s, the sad part is that most Americans don't. That most Americans, unfortunately, aren't getting their omega-3s from their diet. They're not getting adequate omega-3s or quality omega-3s in terms of supplements, so they're missing out on the opportunity. This is a product that's designed around, it's designed around the research here.
Yeah.
The reason why there's 500 milligrams per capsule, so you could get away with just one capsule daily. If you have a history of cardiovascular issues, if your ophthalmologist might recommend more, and even, again, we'll talk about ear health in a little while, for age-related changes in hearing.
Really?
Omega-3 is amazing.
That's incredible.
But, again, we're looking at the levels here. We're at 500. Dietary guidelines from USA, Advisory Committee 496, American Dietetic Association, American Heart Association goes 500, then it goes up from there, Council for Responsible Nutrition. So that's why we're at 500. So you get your single 500 milligram small, easy to swallow capsule and you're taken care of. If your doctor recommended 1,000, then it's 2 capsules. So that large 800 capsule supply will last you a year if you're sharing it with someone else. It will last you a year if you're taking 2 capsules a day. Last you a little over a year, actually. So you won't run out. It's less than 20 cents a capsule. I had no idea until Colleen showed me that the price today for 800 capsules is $20 less than the price would have been
For 400.
For 400 capsules.
Exactly. $20 less.
Less than 20 cents a capsule.
And you're getting double the capsules. This is the runaway hit here. I mean, this is flying out the door, but everybody, the vast majority of those orders closing in on almost 8,000, this is going faster than we had thought, are getting the largest bottle. So if that's what you have your eye on, you can spend $29 on your credit card. It's on FlexPay. You have free shipping and handling. You know you have a money-back guarantee. But I think it's interesting when you listen to Andrew, if you're buying another fish oil product, we really need to be comparing apples to apples. There is no other fish oil product like this on the market,
nope.
Period. There just is not. There's a lot of fish oil out there because we read about it, you hear about it. It's constantly being talked about.
And krill oil can't compare as well. Krill oil is certainly interesting. We make a krill oil product. Krill oil is fishier than regular fish oil, but krill oil doesn't have as high levels of omega-3s. It also costs much more. So to get the same levels of EPA and DHA, and EPA and DHA, they are what they are. That's what the molecules are. The EPA and DHA in krill oil, they're not special. They'd like you to think it is. And we make a krill oil product, but it really isn't unique or special. So the best way, the most natural way, the most affordable way to get the omega-3s you want is right here. And best of all, there will be no fishy aftertaste, guaranteed. There will be no upset stomach. They'll be easy to swallow. And you don't have to believe me in terms of guaranteed. You can read, I think there's over 1,000 reviews, or maybe over 2,000 reviews.
There's 2,000 5-star reviews.
There's 2,000 5-star reviews. Almost 2,000 5-star reviews out of only 2,296.
Exactly.
So I don't think people would give this 2,000, almost 90, over 90% positive reviews. I don't think that would be happening unless this was an absolutely one-of-a-kind, unique omega-3 experience. And that's really what it is. And we made it better because it actually is a slightly smaller capsule now. So we took a small, easy-to-swallow capsule, made it a smaller, even easier swallow to swallow capsule. So it's great.
And we promise you, it does not taste fishy.
No.
It does not. If you've ever taken fish oil, not even the teeny, nothing. It's like a miracle when you take it, because if you've ever taken a fish oil product and then it repeats on you, but you know, it's pretty hard. You know, when you're swallowing fish oil, you're expecting it might repeat. There might be some kind of a fishy aftermath or aftertaste. There is not. It is just lovely to take, first of all. So that's one of the things we all love about it. It's so easy to take. But the greatest part are the health benefits. And whether or not, you know, and I think what I love is that you get it all in one. The brain benefits are huge, huge. I tell the story, both my sons, this is the one product, this and CoQ, the one product they call me, Mom, I need to restock my omega-3s, because, you know, it really does help with concentration. Well, they have noticed a difference, like concentration, like brain health.
There's been a lot of research, even in young people, because typically when they talk about omega-3s, they're talking about the changes, the normal natural changes that happen with the aging process and how omega-3s can support us through those changes. But there's actually some good research, and I'll read some of the quotes that talk about those benefits to young people as well. What I wanted to show here is something that's pretty amazing. There are 4 capsules out there. These capsules here are about 60% larger than that capsule right there. That capsule's ours. And that capsule has about 50% more omega-3s in it than the ones that are 60% larger. So this big
honker right here
has less omega-3s in it.
Has less omega-3s.
Has more fish oil, but it has less omega-3s.
See, I had such a light bulb moment the day you explained that out here. Because you can go to the health food store or somewhere where they sell a fish oil product, and they'll put, you know, whatever, a number in front of the fish oil.
You'll see on the label it says 1,200 milligrams omega-3 fish oil.
Right.
You think, wow, I'm getting 1,200 milligrams of omega-3s. That's awesome. You're actually getting 1,200 milligrams of fish oil that contains omega-3s, usually at about 30%, so about 360 milligrams. So you're getting about, what would that be, about a third or a fourth of what you think you're getting. So it's highly misleading, because oftentimes doctors recommend that if you have heart issues, you need to take 1,000 milligrams a day of omega-3s. So okay, so you go to the store, you see 1,200, you go, wow, I'm good. But you're not. You're not getting 1,200. You're actually getting 360. And they're probably ethyl esters, so the absorption is very poor. So you're probably getting the equivalent of about 100. So unfortunately, that's the story with omega-3s. They're not all created equal. And the folks that are using these commodity bad forms of omega-3 would like you to think they're all created equal, but they're not. Ethyl esters are an entirely different chemical form than the natural triglyceride form we use. EPA and DHA are different. They're both critical. DHA is more important in my mind and the mind of the science. That's why DHA, unfortunately, DHA is more expensive, but we focus on the DHA. We give you more of that. So there's a lot of important information we all need to learn about omega-3s because it's so critical to the systems in our body we value most as we age. I think in terms of aging, of course, we value our brain. We value our eyes. DHA is the principal fatty acid in the brain, and the brain is over 60% fat, and 95% of that fat is DHA. The highest concentration of DHA, not even more than the brain, is in, and really the eyes are a specialized part of the brain, but it's found in the macular region of the retina itself. So these sorts of insights, just as we know calcium is critical for our bones, the levels of DHA and omega-3s in our eyes and our brain are even higher, relatively speaking, than calcium is in our bones. That gives you some insight. So we either need to change the way we eat in terms of those omega-3 rich cold water fish, or we need to supplement. We need to supplement intelligently because the commodity products in stores, and sadly, that's not intelligent supplementation.
And with more than 9,000 already spoken for, we would love to invite you. Try one of the sizes. Obviously, the largest one is the biggest savings, and the vast majority of that clicker is over 6,000 is the big bottle here. So if you want the big one, it is waiting for you. It is available. We have all sizes here. The best part is that this happens only one time a year. Once a year, we offer Andrew Lessman's Omega-3 as a Today Special. So this will not happen again until a year from now. That's first thing. We don't normally even stock an 800 cap supply. That's the second time we've ever done it. So it's another reason, if you're going to try it, this is the time to do it because the savings is huge, even bigger than I think a lot of us expected or anticipated, even Andrew. I mean, it's like a surprise to all of us, but we're excited about it because it's a chance for you to get the world's finest omega-3 at our absolute best value ever.
Imagine the wonderful position a Today Special puts us in as a manufacturer, because we are literally making tens upon tens of millions of capsules.
Jeez.
We're bringing in quantities of fish oil we'd never dream of bringing in otherwise. So it gives us the kind of economies that allow us, once a year, it allows us to do very, very special things. And that's certainly what we're doing this year with omega-3s. And omega-3s, I think a lot of folks are mistaken that they think they're just a good nutrient to consume. They're a good thing to consume. They're healthy. They're beneficial. Yes and yes, they are healthy. They are beneficial. Most people don't realize they are an essential nutrient, and what that means is our body requires it. Remember, 95% of the fatty acids in our brain is over 60% fat. The highest concentration of omega-3 DHA in our bodies in the retina, the macular region. But guess what? Our body can't make that. As critical as it is to our brain and our eyes, our body cannot make those omega-3 fatty acids. So just like a vitamin, we need to get it from our diet. And that's why when I showed that chart earlier that America is the worst in terms of our ratio of omega-6 and omega-3s, unfortunately, that has consequences, and that is why it's so important to try to eat a little bit more fish in your diet. I've often said, certainly watch out for the heavy metals in things like tuna and swordfish or shark or things like that, the heavy metal, especially if you're pregnant. But it's very important to shift your diet around and try to substitute more fish. And if you do so well, it's, as I've often said, if there was a home shopping channel in Japan,
there is,
I probably wouldn't have to talk much about omega-3s because everybody eats fish all the time. Unfortunately, in this country, we don't do that. So our omega-3 intake is just sadly deficient. So it's something we can do something about. It's very easy to do. But unfortunately, also, the products on the market are not terribly well-made products. But I was going to show you a few charts here because I think some of these are astounding. More than 15,500 papers. We're not talking about articles in like People magazine or something. We're talking about research publications, scientific journals. More than 15,500 papers have been published on the benefits of omega-3 fatty acids, including more than 2,600 meta-analyses and systematic reviews. More than 1,850 human clinical trials. I think a drug can be approved with probably a half a dozen clinical trials.
Jeez.
So we're talking about 1,850 human clinical trials have been published on the benefits of consuming omega-3 fatty acids. Unfortunately, though, most of them just are not designed to work on your behalf. They're just designed to be sold and consumed, but not to deliver. Our omega-3s guarantee no fishy aftertaste, no fishy repeat, no stomach upset, No mercury, lead, or heavy metals, no PCBs, dioxins, or contaminants, no enormous capsules to swallow. They're also in the natural form that's better absorbed, which is critical. Most omega-3s are ethyl esters. Ours are the natural triglyceride form.
Why do they do that?
Cheaper.
Why? That's just...
They're cheaper, and because they know, if you look at the label, they won't even tell you on the label if they're made from ethyl esters. They'll just say omega-3, DHA, EPA, and sometimes they don't even declare the EPA and DHA. They usually don't even declare the amount of each. So most labels don't provide any information. We provide abundant information. I always say our labels are full disclosure labels. So sadly, the product is just made to be a commodity that can be sold for a cheap price in the big box retailers, but there's no one at that retail store that has a scientific background sufficient to evaluate that product and say, my goodness, why are these ethyl esters? That's going to liberate alcohol in the bodies of our customers. They're going to be poorly absorbed. We want triglycerides. There's no one there who's going to say that. In fact, most doctors don't know the difference.
Jeez.
And it's just that it's not part of their education.
Right.
So, again, that's why what I do here most important, I always say, it's not nearly as important that you get my product. It's not important at all. What you need to get is the information I'm talking about, because this is the science. This is very, very important. This is the keys to your being able to make good decisions, because being an informed consumer when it comes to supplements is being a healthy consumer. It's all about getting the information. But as you look at this chart, all omega-3 fatty acids cannot be made by the body, only come from diet or supplements. Without adequate omega-3 intake, deficiency or insufficiency occurs. And we know the organs that rely on omega-3s more than any other, our heart, our brain, our eyes. Best results are only achieved when consumed daily. And, I mean, if you go to Japan, they're having fish on a daily basis. They get their omega-3s. And you could look at what they call epidemiologic studies that looks at large populations and looks at their risk for various diseases or various kinds of health outcomes. And the brains in Japan are healthy. The hearts are healthier in Japan than they are here. So this is a critical part of a shift toward a healthier diet and lifestyle.
There we go. Okay, I'm going to show you one more time in case you're just tuning in or if you're trying to make a choice as to what size you'd like. We have lots of choices here for you. Clearly, the biggest one is by far with over 10,000 of these spoken for. 30, the 100, the 200, the 400, the 800. The 800 is by far the majority of that number is the 800 cap supply. Why? Because normally it would be $319. Today, it's the lowest price ever. We've never been lower. The capsule's even smaller, but more potent. It's $170 savings. Obviously, if you decide on the 400 cap, you're going to get that for $89.90. That will normally be $169.90. So clearly, for $20 less, you're getting double the capsules. So even if you're going to share them with a family member, you're going to, you know, if you have I have other family members who take this also. So if you're the same as our family, you know, that's what a lot of us do. We buy the big one and we share them. Whatever works for you. The most important thing is you take advantage of the offer because it is a one-day only offer. We wait all year for the omega-3s to come back in stock at this great today's special price. The best part is that you're doing something wonderful for yourself. You're getting the absolute, unequivocal best omega-3 product on the market today. They are safe. They are effective. They're easy to swallow. They will not upset your stomach. They will not repeat on you. And we promise they do not taste fishy, which is unheard of for a fish oil product. Most of them taste fishy. This does not. So I think that's why we're excited today, because we know you'll love it. With close to 2,000 perfect five-star reviews on a fish oil product, that I think gives a lot of us confidence, knowing that the people who already buy this love it and are taking the time to go to hsn.com and give those rave reviews. And it's fun to hear that because everybody's experience is different. So, you know, we think a 3 is good, 4 is very good, 5 is perfect. And you have that many people giving this a perfect review. I think it just says a lot for the quality of the product and how it delivers. You hear time and time again, you notice a difference when you take this. You feel a difference when you take it. And we don't talk a lot about it, but it does do wonderful things for your skin. It is also a beauty product. It's wonderful for your hair. It's wonderful for your skin, the largest organ in our body. So there are many, many, many great benefits to taking this product.
And just again, I want to show everyone that the typical omega-3s on the counter here, those two here, and then this one here, those 3 capsules are probably 50–60% larger than our capsule here,
right,
yet they contain less omega-3 than our capsule.
Right.
So ours is designed to be small, it's soft, it's easy to swallow. It's going to give you the omega-3s you want, so it's not these huge capsules that have lots of fish oil in them, but not a lot of omega-3s, and typically in a form that's not going to be well absorbed and deliver benefits. What I wanted to do is just read one more chart, and then I'll read a few reviews.
Great.
But this is a chart that I think most of us don't realize that, and many doctors, many cardiologists will recommend for those with, say, higher triglyceride levels who are doing things to balance their triglyceride levels. Omega-3s are a wonderful thing. Typically, you'll take about 1,000 milligrams or more to accomplish that, but follow your doctor's guidance. But as we continue to look at this chart, normal blood pressure levels, normal blood cholesterol levels, normal blood sugar levels, these are the sorts of things that we monitor carefully for our good health. And to think now that omega-3s, by adding them to our diet, by adding them as a supplement as well, is a tool to help us balance these things, it's just something that's, as you were saying earlier, it's too good to be true. And to think that also when you use these omega-3s, you'll be able to use them without risk or problems or issues. But here's some charts, doctor approved. My doctor told me I needed to take omega-3 supplements for my cholesterol. Many doctors will recommend it for overall cardiovascular risk. I actually brought her the bottle of Andrew's capsules, and she reviewed the ingredients and the amounts of each. She said this is exactly what I need to be taking, and in the right amounts. 2 capsules a day, as I said before. If you have cardiovascular issues, your doctor will usually recommend 1,000. That's exactly what you get with 2 capsules.
Perfect.
If you don't, 500 should be perfect.
Great.
Literally doctor approved, at least for me. Trusted products. I have full faith and trust in all of Andrew Lessman's products. This product is easy to take, has absolutely no fishy taste, and my doctors recommended taking some type of fish oil to improve my health. I chose an Andrew Lessman product because I know it is of the highest quality, and I could totally trust it. From Gary in Washington. Right. Thank you, Andrew. My doctor visit tells the story. Triglycerides are half compared to my last report. The only thing I've done differently is take your omega-3 and vitamin D products.
Wow.
Thank you, thank you, thank you from Nana in North Carolina. So, and again, not a drug or medicine. It's just the natural triglyceride form that we use present in omega-3 fatty acids can deliver a benefit in terms of balancing our triglyceride levels.
Amazing. No
fish taste whatsoever. We have all read how important omega-3 is for our diets. I, like many, have tried other capsules, but stopped very soon after as the fish taste was horrible. Like Andrew Lessman's other vitamins, health products, this form is remarkable. It has the orange flavor, and that is all I have ever tasted. It's fresh, and it feels good knowing how healthy it is for my body. Thanks, Andrew, from Kim Ann in New Jersey.
Great.
Nothing fishy here. I hate the taste of fish oil capsules.
Me too.
These were very pleasant. Over the course of taking these, only once did I taste them, and they didn't taste like fish oil. They tasted like oranges. In fact, I've never tasted the orange. I usually take 2 capsules at a time.
Right, me too.
I never have tasted the orange.
I don't either. Isn't that funny?
But some people have, and rarely. Very nice,
but
Mr.
better
Lessman.
Orange than fish.
Oh, and it's a subtle orange little flavor.
Yes, yes.
Excellent omega-3s. Maximum Essential Omega-3 is the bomb. Before I got them, my skin was so dry to the point that I was itching ridiculously. Oh, by the way, and I'll continue reading this, I just remembered. When it comes to our eyes, we have so many reviews that talk about if you have, and a lot of people as they get older, they struggle with dry eyes.
Right.
Omega-3s, of course, and you hear about this in terms of our joints as well. Omega-3s play an important role in terms of lubrication for our joints, but also a critical role in terms of lubrication for our eyes. I always forget to mention that, and it's something that so many of us suffer from.
That makes good sense.
That it's just something that, especially when you have all the pollen and things like that, we have irritants in our eyes, and it's just something that delivers a natural moisturizing effect, because lipids are a critical part of the secretion that keeps our eyes moist throughout the day.
That's so good. So if you see somebody who blinks a lot, or if you blink a lot, you're probably doing that because you're trying to lubricate your eyes.
If your eyes are dry and irritated, then, again, it's just something that's been talked about a great deal in the reviews, talked about a great deal in the research, and most ophthalmologists or optometrists will recommend, if you're someone who suffers from dry eye, will recommend that an intelligent thing to add to your diet is, beyond being hydrated and keeping yourself well hydrated, an intelligent thing to add to your diet are going to be omega-3s or whatever drops they might recommend.
Great. Okay.
So drops without preservatives is what I always recommend.
Oh.
Yeah, it's better to not put things in our eyes that have
How do you know if there's
preservatives.
preservatives in there?
The ones that come in the small ampules generally won't have preservatives because they tend to be single-use ampules. The ones that come in large bottles, the drops, will tend to have preservatives because you'll use that bottle over a long period of time, and it could have a tendency to have mold or bacteria or things like that.
That's a good tip.
So it's always better to get the single-use ampules because they won't have preservatives.
No kidding.
So, yep.
Good tip. Okay.
So as we continue here, this is from Amari in Illinois. Excellent omega-3s. Oh, I was just reading that. We're talking about, before I got them, my skin was so dry to the point that I was itching ridiculously.
Yes.
Those omega-3s got in there and helped me out, and my skin feels terrific.
See?
Next time I will order the large size so that I can have enough for a while. That's from Amari in Illinois.
So dry eyes, dry skin, it makes sense.
Well, part of the moisturizing process of our body, it's not just that our body's secreting water. Body's not secreting water to keep our skin moist. Yes, there's moisture in those tissues. In fact, what does it secrete to help keep the moisture in those tissues? It secretes oils and fatty acids because the oils and fatty acids act kind of as a sealant. Like, you know, if you put oil and water in a glass, there'll be oil on the top of that glass. So it's interesting that our body uses this combination of lipids to moisturize our eyes, to moisturize our joints, to moisturize our skin, to keep our hair radiant. So these are the sorts of things that omega-3s do that aren't high profile in terms of the health of our eyes as we age, or the health of our brain, or the health of our heart. But these are the sorts of things that really give us insight or give us, say, a positive effect in terms of our quality of life.
There we go. I'm so happy you are all jumping into order. You're hearing just a snippet of the reviews, I will tell you, because there are almost 2,000 perfect 5 out of, I think, a total review of 2,200. So the vast majority of those reviews, you can see 2,296, close to 2,000 of those are perfect 5-star reviews. We have all the sizes here for you. The largest one is by far the runaway hit tonight, but they are all available. The largest sizes are all in FlexPay for you. So you can do 3 flex payments, 3, 4, or 5 flex payments, depending on the size you're ordering. If you're shopping with your HSN credit card, you get extra flex pay. Hey, by the way, inside your box, there's going to be a 20% off coupon that you can use between June 1st and June 30th. So this is going to be saving you a little extra on other favorite products you'd like to restock in June. So look for that. That will be in the box when you get this home. It's fantastic. And
also, we only have 2 shows tomorrow. I used to do a 3rd show in the afternoon, so I'll only be on tomorrow morning at 11 and then on at 9 p.m.
Right.
So only 2 shows. And
so what happens? Can you stock more of the 800?
I'm going to have to find out. So that's something I'll find out the minute I get off air. So I'm sure we'll be okay for the morning, because what we do typically is we bottle up a large inventory that we send to HSN a couple of weeks before the show. Everything's fresh, by the way. And then we retain some capsules at our facility. And depending on how because we can't predict the exact orders, so depending on what those orders are, we're shipping those out literally Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. That's why even if we back order things at the end of the day tomorrow, you'll still probably get that in less than 2 weeks.
And that's what I love. You know, so often when you buy a product, whether it be a beauty product or a vitamin supplement, and it's sitting on a shelf somewhere and you have no idea how long it's been sitting there, you're looking for an expiration date because you don't know if it's been sitting there a year or 2 years. These are fresh. This is brand new. These are being made almost as we speak. So that's the other beautiful thing about this, is that you're getting products that are fresh, that are pure, that are good for you and natural and safe and effective. All the things we want from a vitamin product. I mean, this isn't, you know, this is serious stuff. If we're going to spend our money on vitamins, we want to be buying the best. We want them to be safe. We want them to deliver the benefits in the most pleasant way possible. And that's what you've done here for us. And that's why we all get excited about fish oil, because these are products that really are delightful to take, and they get us those benefits we want.
And at 1 capsule a day, that investment, that large bottle, is lasting you over 2 years. So it's lasting you about 2 years and 2.5 months. If you're sharing it with someone else, it's lasting more than a year. So it's an incredible, incredible value to get the best quality and to also get something that's going to be an incredible experience as well. I have a bunch of charts here. There are just a number of quotes that talk about the brain. I have a number of charts also that talk about the eye. But I just wanted to, we have some other great, I'll read just one more review here, and then I'm going to read some of the brain charts. But love it. Love this product. It does not have a fishy aftertaste, and the capsules are easy to swallow. They're even smaller now. I've noticed a glow to my skin that I didn't have before, and my nails are growing stronger. Not sure if this is related to the product, but I'll take it. My kids were able to swallow the pill, so I ordered another bottle for them. This will be a continued reorder for my family. And by the way, a number of studies talk about, of course, the studies that talk about the normal aging effects that we have in terms of our brain, in terms of memory, cognition, and all of those things. We expect that in terms of omega-3s. But there's some tremendous studies that talk about the memory you were talking about before, concentration and things like that in the young as well.
Like attention deficit.
Yeah. Well, this is definitely not a treatment for attention deficit disorder or ADHD. That's a medical condition and things. But in terms of just being able to focus, concentrate, it's something that we all need to do to move through the day. It's like remembering where you put your keys. If you're concentrating more, maybe you would. It's not that we don't have a good memory. It's probably we didn't even try to place that memory, because you have to be focusing on something at the time to actually store a memory. So concentration is an integral part of memory. If you can't concentrate well, you're not really going to be storing memories. But again, this is not a drug or treatment for ADHD or anything like that. A lot of people claim supplements are. But to the extent we want our brain and our body to deliver the best attention it's capable of, given our genetic blueprint, then omega-3 fatty acids, being a critical part of our brain and brain function, deliver that.
Well done.
So, just, yeah, I don't want people to get the impression that this is a cure, treatment, or prevention for ADD or ADHD. Those are serious issues, and it's something, of course, that we try to focus on diet on children or even adults that might be suffering from that, because diet can be a really powerful tool, delivering the right ingredients and avoiding some of the wrong ingredients in terms of supporting our brain function.
And this is definitely a right ingredient.
This is a right ingredient, yes. But this is what our brains are made of. So
Makes sense.
DHA is 95% of the 60% that is our brain. Our brain is 60% fat. By the dry weight of the brain is 60% fat. It's absolutely amazing to most people. But this is from the Journal of Nutrition, Health, and Aging. After adipose tissue, body fat. So, okay, after the fat on our body, the human brain is the organ that contains the most fat. Amazing. All cells and organelles in the brain are very rich in polyunsaturated omega-3 fatty acids. Lipids, most of which, as I've been talking about this, are phospholipids, constitute 60% of the solid mass of the brain and are absolutely required for normal brain structure and function. Of those 60%, 95% are DHA. From Acta Neurologica Taiwanica, medical journal from Taiwan. We've learned in recent years that fatty acids are among the most crucial molecules that determine your brain's integrity and ability to perform. Because the brain is predominantly made of fat, almost all of its structures and functions have a crucial dependency upon essential fatty acids, which we get directly from our food or from a supplement. I mean, that sounds like something I would say, and it's coming straight out of a scientific publication.
That's right.
Over the past 2 decades, we have learned that DHA, which we focus on in our product, other products don't, that's not the typical omega-3 product, is the critical long-chain omega-3 fatty acid found in the brain. Thus, we seem to have a requirement for preformed DHA in the diet that cannot be met by other fatty acids. So you need to get your DHA. Since the 1970s, it has been known that DHA is a determinant of brain growth, function, and integrity. While protein is relevant to body growth, the structural material of the brain is nearly 60% lipid, dry weight. Just as essential amino acids are needed for protein synthesis, essential fatty acids are required for lipid synthesis. And certainly omega-3s have become popular in the, I've been reading the literature forever. That's why over 30 years ago, I had an omega-3 product. Interestingly enough, I made it go away for a while because it really used to bother me personally when people would complain that it had a fishy aftertaste. So I stopped making my omega-3 product until I found a way to make the fishy aftertaste go away. And that's what we've managed to do. But it's interesting. I've known about the importance of omega-3s for more than 3 decades. But for a while, I stopped making an omega-3 product. Instead, I said, just eat fish, because I can't make an omega-3 that you won't complain about. And then we were able to. And now, of course, we make an omega-3 where over 90% of the reviews of an omega-3 product, mind you, over 90% of those reviews are glowing, almost unanimous positive reviews, which is great. Pretty incredible.
It is incredible.
But I'll read just a few more charts here because they're just amazing. From Archives of Neurology, a primary component of membrane phospholipids in the brain is the omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acid, docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, what we focus on. High levels of DHA are found in the more metabolically active areas of the brain, including the cerebral cortex. And the American intake, the American diet in terms of DHA is ridiculously poor. If we're not supplementing, the typical American is not getting adequate levels of DHA. Little EPA or ALA is found in the brains of humans. In contrast, DHA is found predominantly in the neuronal membranes in the gray matter and constitutes the major omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acid in the brain. DHA may also play a key role in both the structure and function of brain regions involved in the formation of new memories. What I wanted to do is just skip. There's some really, here. Supplementation with omega-3 fatty acids were associated with improved attentional functions and mood. Long-chain omega-3 fatty acids...
Now I know how to say that. Attentional functions.
Attentional functions are just concentration, our ability to focus. And those are things that are a critical attribute that being able to think and being able to remember doesn't work nearly as well if you can't concentrate. And many people, I think, realize that, but I think people forget that you don't need to have the smartest brain in the world if you just pay attention. You don't need to have the greatest memory in the world if you just pay attention. And that's why I always say in life that the first thing we have to do is kind of show up consciously. And that means we show up with our brain. And we don't want to show up giving our brain nutritional handicaps. And that's what omega-3s are all about. In terms, we'll talk later tomorrow about the retina, the macular region of our eye, which is the highest concentration of DHA in our entire body. And then, of course, we could talk about cardiovascular health, the #1 health risk in our society. So these are all the benefits you get from a very, very unique but essential ingredient.
Absolutely. I know we're going to be wrapping this up in a minute, but I hope you will try this product. Clearly, it is a hit. People who take it love it. People who are trying it for the first time, I think you're going to be very, very impressed when you see the results that you will achieve by taking the world's finest omega-3 product. So whether it is for brain health, eye health, heart health, better circulation, whatever reason, prettier skin, whatever reason motivates you, I love that you get it all in one. This is one little capsule that can provide so many incredible benefits for you. I'm anxious for new people to try it. It's fun to discover it. So clearly, if you're new, you maybe aren't going to start with the 800. Try one of the smaller bottles. Get one of the smaller sizes. They are all at very special prices today, so why not?
And unfortunately, you will not find an omega-3 product like this anywhere. You won't find one so easy to swallow that gives you the 500 milligrams of omega-3 per capsule that's going to deliver the natural triglyceride form. There's nothing like it that's been environmentally harvested, so you could feel good about the product. Also made entirely with solar energy. I was going to read one chart before we run along.
$12.90.
Yeah, just to start.
$12.90 for a Try Me.
To prove to yourself that it actually does do what we say that it will, or what the reviews say, which if you read the reviews, I think that's testament. But just, this is a chart I didn't read. It's usually our first chart. It just says that diets rich in omega-3 fatty acids, and this is through the research, clinical studies, epidemiologic studies, are associated with superior heart, brain, and eye health, as well as longevity. The Japanese eat almost 150 pounds of fish annually, while Americans consume barely 50 pounds each year. They eat 3 times more fish. They also eat much more fatty fish, which is the beneficial fish. Omega-3 fatty acids are also required for healthy hair, skin, joint, kidney, liver, bone, tooth, and gum structure.
Wow. Healthy
gums, but really important. In terms of our aging ear and our auditory function, the cochlea of our ear. In our inner ear is an organ, a structure in the ear itself. That structure called the cochlea. The ear is one of the most amazing designs, God-given designs, but the cochlea, omega-3s exert a supportive effect on the cochlea in terms of the aging ear and supporting our hearing as we age. So there's just a long list of potential benefits in terms of the role these healthy nutrients play in our body.
It's remarkable. We're so happy you're ordering it. I know we have one more item we want to squeeze in before this hour is through. Our night is going so quickly. We're thrilled that you're watching with us. But you wanted to talk a little bit about cholesterol in this same segment.
Since we're talking about, many people think of omega-3s, they think about heart health.